What's going on, everybody? This is Roster of the Misfit Effect. And of course, I'm joined with my wonderful, spectacular, always elegant co-host, the lovely Miss Sarah Lace.
Hello. Right now I am very busy getting ready for travels, but I did want to hop in and have a chat with the gorgeous newbie, Krystal Palmer. So we are pre-filming this and I'm about to head over to LA. But right now, what I want to focus on is this gorgeous newbie. Hello, Krystal. How are you?
Hi, Sarah. I'm good. I'm doing well.
So, Crystal, like for the people out there who have not had the opportunity to like come across you yet, who are you? Who is Crystal? How would you define Crystal?
Oh gosh. Um, I mean, I would describe myself very much like that kind of stereotypical girl next door type of vibe. I'm very nice, friendly. Just I want to make people feel good.
I mean, you do adult film. I think at some capacity
Yeah,
they are going to quote unquote
hopefully.
feel. You have at least one video out there. You have at least one person who's purchased your video. So you have made someone out there in the world feel good.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been starting to get like some feedback now, so it's been nice to hear those positives.
So when did you? Because I know you're brand new. So when did you actually start?
I started about a little over 2 months ago now, so back in March, like the beginning of March.
Oh, so when I initially saw your page, you had just started.
Yeah.
'Cause I saw your page like 2 months, like 2 months ago from today, y'all. Yeah, I think I followed you back then. So wow, like you cross paths with this random old human being then. Okay, okay. So like how much have you shot so far? Like what has occurred so far that you can talk about, without getting in trouble?
Yeah, I've been keeping track of like the shoots I've done so far. Like I have a list. So I think I've done 14 now, 14 films or
Four-
shoots.
14 in 2 months ain't nothing to scoff at though. That's a lot in
Yeah.
a short amount of time.
Yeah, it feels like a lot. So I mean, I'm really, yeah, happy about that number
So
currently.
so what type of shoots do you enjoy shooting?
So far, I mean, I've enjoyed everything pretty much. I mean, I shouldn't say like everything because like there's some days it's like, oh, this does feel like actual work, like this is a job. I'm getting paid for this. But I've really enjoyed like the I guess like what is like the POV shoots, like,
Hmm.
where you don't see the guy, you're just seeing me the entire time. Because those tend to be like, I don't know, like I don't know. I guess intimate's more of the correct word for that. I mean, like I'm definitely like focused on the camera, not really on the guy so
Hmm.
much, but it's definitely been for me personally, like I like taking things a little bit slower, so like they have to be like kind of slow when they're filming it. So that usually for me feels a bit better. Um, but I've also done some like actual like scenes with lines now, so that's been fun just to kind of act in front of the camera more so. Trying to be like a, different person. So yeah.
I do feel like with the POV scenes, you get to hone in on your dirty talk. And with the storyline scenes, you kind of get to like work on your like monologues and your acting in general. It's
Yeah,
different.
definitely working on that dirty talk. I feel like I'm not that good at it yet. And I usually just wait for like the guy to say something and then I respond to him. Like I don't initiate the dirty talk.
Well, but it's not scripted. Like the ones you done, it's always been like you have to say it like on the spot.
Like for the POV ones, it's not really been scripted. Like the only thing that usually they want, I think, is like me to say I'm gonna come or something like that, you know. Make sure you say it out loud type of thing so that the audience knows. So
Okay, you mean the moan to okay.
yeah.
I'm thinking like okay. Okay. Yeah, you gotta make them like anticipate it because some people out here like to come at the same time as you do, which
Yeah.
should be the other way around. Should want you to come first and then they should come like a while afterwards, you know? Because it's like,
Yeah.
I'm coming. Let's come at the same time. No. You want to make sure that they at least get one or two off before I don't that's just me, I'm a giver. But
Yeah,
yeah.
but when you're watching a scene, you're kind of just edging yourself till that one orgasm, like you're not sure if there's gonna be multiple orgasms in there.
Well, yeah, it's true, true. But you're watching Crystal. You can have more than one. I'm just
Hopefully.
saying. I'm just saying. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. And the thing is
Are you
like since
are you the kind of person that comes a lot, or do you think it's harder to get there?
Um, I I feel like it's definitely difficult for me to come multiple times. Like that first time is like usually really intense. So I think my body kind of gets a little tired after that. Like I would say two times usually after that yeah, it would take longer, I think, to come after the two times just because my body's already tired.
okay, well, I'm gonna ask you this. So, like outside of the stuff you shot already, are there any like certain companies that you want to shoot with, or any sort of direction that you want to go?
I'm I don't know yet. Like I'm still trying to figure a lot of this stuff out. Like what is my, I guess,
Niche.
niche. Yeah. I mean, I know like people like that I look really innocent. So maybe some more like kind of, I guess, sub type of like scenes where I'm being dominated. I think people like that kind of thing from me. So thinking that might be where I'm going in that direction with filming.
But are you a sub or are you like in your personal, are you a sub or are you
Yeah.
more like take dominance and everybody's got you wrong and you beat up everybody you're sexy with and they like they walk around with a leash and you got them like handcuffed to the bed right now like during the interview right now and you're making them like lay there on hard and if they're not on hard when you walk back in there they'll be in trouble. I mean, everybody has their secrets.
Yeah.
That's not one of my secrets. That's I'm like, please tell me what to do in bed. Like I like being told what to do by my partner. So yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like you never know. It be the shy innocent ones. It be the shy innocent ones that are always, the mo the, the craziest ones. So, question outside of porn, what does Krista do for fun?
I do just like I love to travel. I'm a big traveler. Um, I mean I read, write. I'm yeah, kind of just like kind of nerdy, I guess.
It is okay to be a nerd, nerd and proud.
Yeah. I haven't done this for a while, but I was very involved in theater for like about 5 years. So I would like to get back into that at some point because I do miss performing, on stage and everything.
Side
And then,
question.
uh,
Side question. This is for Sarah though.
yeah,
Sarah and you, since what are you reading right now? Because I know both of y'all are adamant readers, and y'all probably read the same thing. I don't know what style you read either.
I would say just like general fiction for sure. I mean, like a little bit of fantasy, but not like high fantasy. So like not like Lord of the Rings kind of stuff. I'm like, that's just not for me. But usually it tends to be more like real life stuff that I like to read. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, something that can really happen. Something that's based in reality.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
see, I go
use.
more for like fictional romance.
Oh yeah. I mean, especially when I was like a teenager, that's all I read was just romance. I still do, but I have branched out, I guess, with not not the plot just being centered around the romantic stuff, because that was always what I wanted to read. So,
See, I can't read for enjoyment anymore because I'm getting my doctorates right now. And I've read way too many peer-reviewed journals that are like 85 pages long and only use one sentence out of the entire thing to really enjoy reading right now. So I might get back into it after I finish this dang gold degree. But like but I know she reads every day. She might not look it, but she's a nerd. So, how often did you use to act though, like on stage? Because I was a stage boy for a while. I did at least two plays a year a long time ago.
yeah. I mean, I did just like, community theater stuff. So I
Did you sing?
they
Were you out there singing up there and on stage?
I did do a couple of musicals like when I was in high school, but I was always just like part of the chorus. I could not sing by myself. I was way too scared for that.
I bet
You were
I
way too
I bet you
sad,
I
and now
bet you I
you
bet you up here
started
she has
doing.
I bet you she has a magical voice up here and she said too shy and I bet her voice is like it's like Grammy worthy up here and
Oh,
she I believe though until I hear it I'm not gonna ask you to sing right now but until I hear it that's gonna be my belief system is that you up here have a magical singing voice and we're never gonna hear it.
I think I would only sing if I got like vocal lessons. Because I definitely need to work on like controlling my voice because that's my thing. When I'm nervous, my voice cracks, which doesn't sound good.
Are you nervous
So I
right
like
now?
have to learn how to make that not happen.
Are you nervous right now?
Yes, I'm always nervous. I'm like
Get
super socially
loose.
awkward.
Like get loose. We are just three like we're to pretend we're just three random people in the elevator right now, and we just happen to all work in it. Like we just happen to be on camera. Like there's a camera in the elevator, and we're just chilling. We're just chilling. So relax. Get loose. Get loose.
I'll try.
She did mention this is her first interview,
I
so.
know. I know. I'm messing with her because I can see the nervousness in her. We ain't gonna come after you, Miss Crystal. We're not gonna come after you, Miss Crystal.
No, I wasn't anticipating that because I was listening to your episodes. It's very casual, kind of laid back vibe. But
We try
I'm
to be
just a
laid back.
socially awkward person, though. So it's
It's
hard for me to
okay.
hide it.
No, I'm messing with you a little bit because I can see it in you a little bit. So that's all. So we do ask everybody this question though. So I don't know who all you know in the industry, but who are your top five people that you want to work with?
God, I don't know. And I knew you were gonna ask that question from the podcast, and I'm like, I'm so bad with names of people, and I'm just like, I'm so new to just like knowing who people are that I'm like, I'm just down to work with anyone. I would like to do more scenes with girls because I am kind of discovering that about myself that I do like enjoy women sexually.
Okay.
So that would definitely be nice to do soon.
I will tell you this, that if you are doing that, it is always good to find some talents. I'm not going to say major talents, it's talents in general that you meet in passing that you can work with. And for like your OnlyFans and stuff, just to get that experience a little bit before you jump on it in scenes, I mean, like in major scenes, because like in my opinion, since I only watch Girl Girl, I can see it in the face of the girls if they're really not into it or they're still trying to learn what to do on a girl girl shoot. Because in my opinion, like, and since I only record girl girl, I think it's a lot easier, in my opinion. And I don't, Sarah can say otherwise because she's done girl girl and stuff like that. But in my opinion, it's a lot easier to do girl girl because I feel that you know what you like and it is easier to try to gauge what another person of your same gender would like. If that
Mhm.
makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah.
I don't know. Sarah can say otherwise because like I'm not talent. I'm just a guy with a camera and
It does help when you build chemistry with other people, you know? Maybe basically just find someone who likes the same kind of things that you like and kind of see how their brand may align with yours.
Mhm. Okay. That's good advice. Yeah. Definitely. I want to, yeah, definitely collab with people. I haven't really, yeah, I haven't done that yet. So
oh you haven't
I'm
done.
just very nervous about like reaching out to people too.
I mean, there like honestly, there are many people like as long as you are, tested or with an agency, like more people will be more willing to because you're with the agency. So
Yeah.
more people would take you seriously outside if you're just some random uh, uh jail on the street saying, "Oh, let's shoot content." And it just out of nowhere and we were like
Yeah.
whatever. But it's always like, do you plan on going to this is past y'all, I didn't understand. Are you planning on going to the award shows coming up?
Uh, I haven't planned for it yet, but I would want to go if I could. Yeah.
Well the X I know as we were just talking about Sarah is coming into town to LA
Hmm.
for the XRCO Awards. And that award show is only for performers or people who work in the adult industry. So there's only like it's exclusive only for that. So if you were to attend that, every I want to say every female, 95% of the females there. Are you laughing at me, Sarah?
No,
Don't
here.
laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. I can see you. 95% of the females there are all industry, and more than likely, I know is you're shy and you're socially awkward, but like most people, most of them would love to talk to you or would say, "Hey, yeah," they'll work with you or they'll sing you where to go to or somebody because depending on how big their name is, you never know. Because I seen someone who I know recently work with a big name and they're just starting in the industry. So
But yeah, just go out there and mingle. Try to.
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm like if you come out, the day before Memorial Day. So I don't know if you're free, but yeah, it's free and it's free. It's free for
Okay.
all talent. So if you are in the, don't say where you're at. We don't want it, but if you're in the L, you can get to the LA area and you can come to where this event is at. I would definitely say, come on. This is the first, like, because you've never been to an AVN or anything like that?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh wow. So you haven't been, have you been to any expos?
No. Mm-mm.
So you have not been to a group setting of your peers in the adult industry yet.
No.
Stop laughing at me. I'm I'm just trying to force her to go to an event to like see all of us together at once.
I know, it's just it's the way you're saying it. It's so eloquent.
Oh, I'm sorry that I speak proper, Sarah. Do you want me to say it like I'm from the hood?
No, that's not what I'm
She's
talking
she's
about.
she's laughing at my at the way I speak right now. I'm sorry that I speak proper English and I'm from the Midwest. You been saying like, hey yo, Krystal, you got to go to this award show and meet these people who are all whores, you know, man, female, TS, you know, or however they identify themselves, and you been saying like that. She's making fun of me.
No.
No, on a serious note, if you do come, I can probably introduce you to because I'm definitely gonna be. I'm one of the sponsors. I will introduce you to some people who I know that are more than willing to work with girls. 'Cause many girls love to work with girls over than some random dick on the street. Like, oh, you're a new male performer. Yeah, you tested,
Very
but
true. We love girl collabs.
yeah. So it's just an what's the word I'm looking for here, sir? Just an opinion,
Or idea? Opinion.
idea. Yeah.
Idea.
So so you were talking we were talking about your submissive side before. Are you into doing the BDSM stuff or are you vanilla on that? Or
I mean, I've been very vanilla for most of my, I guess, sex life, but I am definitely open to exploring that too. Like, I have a friend, she's not in the industry or anything, but she wants to go to a dungeon, and I was like, well, let's go together. Like, I know we're both like very shy, so it's like it's easier to like do it in pairs, like
Mhm.
actually, explore that, because she's into that for sure. And I'm kind of like maybe I've like, watched some stuff. I'm like, maybe that looks like it would be fun and interesting,
like which
but obviously
ones?
I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it or not.
Like which ones?
I mean, I saw a video, oh my gosh. It was like a girl dominating another girl. And that's actually kind of funny because that was like my first like masturbation like fantasy was getting dominated by a woman. So it was like that kind of piqued my interest when I saw that video. Because I'm like, I don't know, something about like a really dominant woman just kind of like interests me, like turns me on for some reason more than like a man.
No, I totally get that. See, you should look up Royal Fetish Productions because Queen Jasmine sounds exactly like what you might be looking for.
Okay.
She is a very dominant woman, but she's still very like sensual. I wouldn't say soft dom, but she truly like listens to you, and I feel like would be a great introductory like collaboration.
Okay, I'm gonna write this down. I'm
Okay.
gonna send myself a note.
No, because I feel that like once you
Saw
understand,
a scene I did with her, and oh God, it was so hot.
And it was called Royal,
Royal Fetish
okay,
Productions.
Royal Fetish. Okay, I'm gonna look it up later.
because I feel also that like once you understand like what you're really into outside of because like you know everybody in porn is into some form of sex. But well, once you really, hit that exploration tab and that incognito window to see what you're what you're into, that's when you go down that dark slope to like, oh my God, I I like to be whipped. I like to be, flogged all night, and yeah, then you learn things about yourself that you are afraid to admit.
Yeah, I'm definitely willing to explore things because, yeah, I'm still like, I feel like I'm just discovering my sexuality by being in porn, because, you get to like explore other people and like be with them. And then I think, honestly, being with more people like helps, you know, and, like, I don't know. I don't buy into the idea that, yeah, you should have just one partner your entire life. Because, like, I feel like you don't always learn new things about yourself sometimes. Like, you need that other experience, like that other person.
Agree. I mean, it's always fun to explore new things with other people because you might learn something and then you might say, "Oh my God!" And like, if you have a partner, someone can say, "Oh, hey partner, can we do this?" And your partner was like, "Oh, I don't get that before." Then y'all might, really enjoy it. I do have a question though, since you are new, we can ask you this question. So, what encouraged you to join the industry?
Um, so I've been wanting to do like stuff like this for a while now. Um, so I would say it probably started about like 2020, 2021, like during the pandemic times. I was just, living at home, didn't have anything to do. So of course, I was on the internet like most of my day. And I just started to watch videos and like documentaries about sex work. I was actually really interested in like the legal brothel system in Nevada. That was kind of my gateway to everything. Like I just
Mhm.
thought that was such an interesting thing that I had no idea about. So that got me thinking. I was like, well, if I ever want to try this out, let me maybe build up a following and you know, do this too. I mean, like just I mean, I like watching porn too and everything, but like that wasn't my first thought um when thinking about all this. And then it kind of came to me later on down the line. I was like, I like performing, I like sex, and I want to do this other thing at some point. Let me just do this and see how this works.
Okay.
And it almost felt like porn was a little bit more approachable. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of weird to say because it's like you're literally getting filmed for like whoever amount of people are going to see it. But I don't know. I just knew like from talking to other people too who have done who do porn and stuff, they were like, yeah, it's like it's a really like it's chill vibe. Like you're not gonna like endanger yourself or something. That's like what I was worried about too. It's like, oh, I don't know if this is shady or something. I don't want to like get myself into some situation. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Like many production companies are like strict about like consent and paperwork and stuff like that. And I feel like they really do make sure that you feel safe on set. And then of course, porn is a judgment-free zone. So I feel like it's easier to fit in with others.
Yeah, for sure. I've felt that yeah, being on set, it's like, it's not like your typical job. Like you get to kind of just be yourself, which I find really freeing. about this kind of work. And it's been like really like good experiences. Like I feel like I can speak up if something feels uncomfortable, or I'm like, no, that's not what I want to do, kind of thing. And people are really respectful of that, which I really appreciate. So it's very, very different than what like I feel like people, on the outside view porn, like the stigma, that that people have about it.
I think
Yes.
everybody's gonna have some type of stigma about people in porn in general. But as long as you yourself are having fun being on these sets, and like as you said before earlier in the podcast, like only like one or two times it felt like work. It is a job,
That's a
like
job.
it
Yeah.
is it's a job in a career, whatever. And you're like, yes, you are it's crazy too because right now you're Krystal and they might call you something else while you're on set. Anyway, like I lost my train of thought. Like when you go and you're giving someone an absolute performance, hit my finger, an absolute performance for them to enjoy. So as long as everything goes the smoothest, it's gonna be great. Like I believe from everything you've told me so far that you will be and out. Like you'll start to win awards and stuff. So or you'll be nominated for awards. I see that in your future, Miss Crystal.
Oh gosh, that would be great. I mean, I'm not expecting that. Like, I'm just, my goal with this is to enjoy what I do because, I, for the longest time, haven't really enjoyed the jobs I've had in the past. It's just been like, not my passion. And this feels like a passion, which I want from a job.
I can see that. I mean, like many people run into certain things because they just feel they have to survive. But then once they find of like I want to say their sexual awakening of what really excites them. And you think you've done 14 so far. And I bet by the time this comes out, you probably would have added probably like at least 10 more. So and I mean, that just means you're working. Like you said in 2 months you did that's more than some people really get when they first start, to be honest with you. So you're
Mhm.
working. So that's you're making great progression. So that's what I'm saying.
Thank
I
you.
see
Yeah.
I see I see good things in your future because of that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I
So
feel like
Yeah.
being able to express your passion on film and like being able to show that you are actually truly excited to be there, I feel like that's what's gonna get you more more work in the long run too, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've gotten like, good feedback from directors and they're like, I mean, obviously I'm a very punctual person, so I try to show up like early. So I've been, yeah, getting a lot of good feedback from everyone. I just recently worked with a director again, because I had worked with him the first time and he was like, I like you so much that I'm gonna just like use you as like kind of like the backup in case someone calls out. So someone called out the other day and he was like, hey, can you come film? I was like, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
what has been your favorite released scene so far?
Ooh, I don't oh, I mean, my BBC surprise. That was really a good shoot. I was that day or that like night before, I had done another shoot and I was just so sore. And I was like, oh God, I'm scared for tomorrow. Like it's my first, BBC scene. I'm like really nervous. So I just like tried to relax as much as possible the night before. Like I just like took like 3 baths and like iced and everything. And then by the next day I was like, okay, I'm fine. I can do this. And it was just, yeah, it was a really, yeah, great experience. And I'm just so happy that I actually, yeah, got to do it and that
I'm
I
done.
did,
Even
yeah.
more sore the following day?
No, I would say I didn't feel like the scene before was just because it was more rough and this didn't feel as rough because I like talked about it beforehand. I was like,
Oh,
let's maybe not
this
do
was Isaiah.
too much pounding and I don't know.
I had to look it up who it was with. This was Isaiah.
Yeah, Isaiah Max. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, she does like Isaiah is a really, really good first scene with BBC person because they're really professional with all they do. That's one of my favorite people in the industry. So, and I say that a lot because they're really cool. So, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like I'm
it was
looking. I just looked on your Twitter for it. Like I was like, who? I'm like, who did she work with? When we were doing my research while we were on the scene, and it's
Sadly,
like,
I haven't filmed with him yet, but from what I've heard from everyone, it's always amazing to work with him.
yeah, it definitely was. I was very impressed with his skills. And yeah, he was just a lovely person to work with. Yeah.
you know what though? I know is I'm looking at your. I rarely see them letting people wear glasses in their scenes.
I know they, yeah, the Skoji was my very first scene. So like I guess the director he just wanted to keep it, the same for each scene that I've shot with them.
Well, I
Um,
got like I'm just going down your timeline. Everyone I see, like outside of your like pretty girl, like model pictures, whatever. You're wearing your glasses while you're having sex, and so many people like, now you gotta invest in contacts. You gotta give them the illusion that you can see, and yeah,
yeah,
you
I
said it's.
mean, it's kind of funny, yeah, because like some people are like, I love the glasses, and then other people are like, no, we don't
I
want them in the
I love
scene.
glasses. Well, me personally, I don't like my glasses. I'm gonna get some new ones soon, but like those glasses suit you so well, you know.
I don't like to
Thank
wear
you.
my glasses. I'm like I keep my glasses in the car. It's the only time I think I need to see is when I'm.
Well, his are more like reading glasses.
No, I'm blind. I am near.
Well, I mean, the
I
way that
am
they
nearsighted to
look more
death.
like reading glasses.
No, I am nearsighted to death. I
Mm.
just sacrifice. So I just sacrifice eyesight because I don't like to wear my.
I was like that when I was growing up, like in middle school. I was like, I can't wear my glasses. I don't want to look like that, like a nerd. And but then like people would always just see me in class wearing my glasses, and they're like, "Well, don't you always wear them anyways?" Like they didn't even notice. And I was like, "What's the point of taking them on and off?" So I just kept them on.
I didn't want to embrace my nerd side for so long because like I figured that I had to hide that side and I stopped wearing my glasses like in second grade. I'm like, I can see. And then I would force my eyes to strain in order to read that bottom line of the chart and
Mhm.
say, and like sometimes when I came into the room, I would get a good look at it coming around it. So it memorized the last letters in order. Yeah.
No, I think I probably did stuff like that too, honestly, to try to, pretend that I could see when I was like literally blind. I
So
actually, yeah, I actually wore contacts for like 5 years and then just decided I didn't want to deal with them anymore.
see, I would be so shocked to think I would poke my eye out. Yeah, because I know as soon as my uncoordinated behind would try to put the little thing in my eye. Like next time you see me, I'll have two eye patches. Be like, "What happened to you, Raw?" I try to put contacts in my eye and poke my eye out,
Oh my, it's
and
not that hard to put contacts in once you've like gotten
yeah,
used to
yeah, yeah.
them.
You coordinated. I am not. I am no. I'm not coordinated.
I feel like it was always more challenging sometimes to take them out because sometimes like my eyes would be just so dry at that point. That's just like sticking to the eyeball, and you're just like, why is it not coming out?
That's so true. Times like that, I would put eye drops and then like have to re-wet them just to be able to take them off.
Yeah, it can be very
Sometimes like
frustrating.
I would overdo it with my contacts, you know. I feel like
Yeah,
we need to let our eyes rest and wear glasses even when we don't feel like it.
yeah, there's just like some days like yeah, when you would like when I'd put my contacts in, they just wouldn't feel right. And it's like I don't think this is a contact day. I need to wear my glasses. And then
Yeah.
that just became a reoccurring thing. I was like, I don't think I want to wear them right now or ever.
So I have a quick question. You said you consider yourself a nerd. Outside of outside of you said reading and stuff, what else like do you what else nerdism do you have?
I mean, recently, I well, me and my friends started a D&D campaign, so I'm getting into Dungeons and Dragons. So that's, I guess, the one very, very nerdy thing that I'm getting into.
I never
I mean,
understood
I'm a theater
D&D.
nerd, so that too. I just love just theater and musicals and all that.
You know, like I never could really get, like I don't understand it. Like I watch people play it, and someone wanted me to join their group, and I'm like, because they wanted to do it at my house, and I'm like, cool, but it's gonna take a lot of explanation because I'm like, because I love The Big Bang Theory. It's one of my shows I really in loved and indulged in, and they play it a lot on the show, and Stranger Things, like that's what they are really into, and I'm like, explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old. Yeah, so I think I'll be so confused. And I used to like the last play I was in was a musical. And I was just like you, like outside of like one musical, I was always in the background. There's only been one that I actually had to pretend I can sing for like a few lines in front of everybody. And it was petrifying, so I get it. But I bet, but as I said earlier, your voice is better than mine, I bet.
I mean, it's fine. It's not the best, but it's not. I know it's not the worst. I've gotten few compliments from people like, "Oh, okay, you can sing.
See, you up here getting
Hold
compliments.
tune."
You up here getting compliments. And they like, oh, you gotta put her in Broadway. So what scene, so what do you have coming out? 'Cause I know you do your own stuff on your OnlyFans. What do you have coming out that everybody could well this is old now. What did you have coming out that everybody should look forward to when this is released?
So I have a couple of team ski scenes that are coming out. I think one's coming out on Memorial Day because it was like a Memorial Day kind of
Hmm.
theme. Um, so there's that one, and yeah, there's two other team ski ones. What else? I know LA New Girl just released mine yesterday. And then I worked with them again, so I don't know when that one will come out. What else? Gosh, I'm blanking right now, but those are the ones that are coming to mind that haven't come out.
Okay, because you know you're working, you got a lot. And the thing is, there are some companies that you will shoot a scene that you try to scene with probably already that won't be released until 2026.
Oh God, why
Yes,
is it so long?
it definitely does happen.
Like I've known people who shot scenes and they had a good like 7, 8 year career. They retire and then they have a scene release a year after they retire that came out in their first 3 years. I'm like, this scene, they were this is 2018. This is obviously shot in 2023. I'm sorry, 2013. You know, but oh,
And
so you, it's
Yeah,
like
that's
okay.
crazy.
I mean, the thing is like people gotta edit it and then they gotta find a time to really put it up to go with their aesthetic. And
Yeah.
like if you shoot a Christmas scene in like March, it of course won't go come out into December. But it's like, oh, is it a good time to come out this December? Nah, it doesn't fit what we're releasing. So we'll release it next December. Maybe she's not like, oh. She might be nominated for AVN. Let's wait. Oh, she was in AVN. Let's release it now, and it's 3 years later. So yeah. Quick question though, because I've been looking at this the entire time. How many records do you have behind you? I'm
Uh,
I'm just
don't
like I've
know.
been looking at that the entire time, and I used to have one growing up, and then like someone like stole them. But how many records do you have behind you? I'm
I
not.
have no idea. They're not mine. They're my partner's.
Oh,
That's all his. I just thought it was a good background for this.
you open yourself up for questions about music. I was gonna say, oh, I was gonna say, oh, how many behind you? What's your favorite genre? Like, what type do you like to
I
collect?
mean, I I love music as well. It's just he's the expert in all that because he used to be in a band, so like,
And
he
now,
knows way more about it than I
and
do.
now we know why she fell in love with her partner. He was up here. He was up here with the guitar, drums.
We met actually in a poetry class, so I mean, kind of similar because music is poetry.
He was up here doing it.
romantic.
My man was up here doing a poetry slam, and she was like, "Oh my God, that poem was great!" And then they fell in love like on first sight. She was like, "I love your poem." He was like, "Thank you." And now they've been together for 4 years.
It wasn't quite like that. It was more along the lines of a discussion of cats and that we both like cats.
I mean, gotta love cats though, but there's so
I
many other dirty things you could have said instead.
I want to say this. I I don't have an issue with cats now, but for the longest I was petrified of cats because of a movie. And like I don't know if you watch horror movies. I know she's petrified of them, but Pet Cemetery made me like. And then there's another movie, like another cat movie that made me not want to be around cats. I don't know if you ever seen the original Pet Cemetery.
No, I mean I hear it's one of his scariest Stephen King's scariest works. Like I have family members who literally couldn't sleep after finishing the book.
Basically, they buried a cat in a cemetery, whatever, and it comes back to haunt them. And no, I was not in a good place. I was like, I don't like. I'm not gonna ask your age, whatever, but I was a little tight, little tight. And that film messed me up for a long time. I'm still worried about cats. My mom doesn't like cats at all because of it. So yeah, I'm sorry. Just
No,
has
the
Not your cat phobia.
I no 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 no. I like cat. Like I like if I know it's a safe cat, I'm good. No, the only phobias I have are feet. I can't do that, but that's a different story.
What is a safe cat?
A safe cat is the one that come up to you and just, like does that little warm snuggle, whatever. The
yeah.
other vicious cats are like, you say, "Hello, kitty," "Arr!" And it's like, I was just saying hi to you. I wasn't even gonna touch you, you know.
No, I have one of those cats that hates me. It's not my cat, it's my partner's cat, and he has never liked me the entire time.
He's
It's
jealous.
yes, he's very jealous and very territorial because, I took his side of the bed, so
Oh,
he's
the
just
cat.
never warmed up.
See,
So,
you done took my man. Like I'm saying, my man. I don't even it's a boy, girl, cat.
oh boy.
You done took my man's side of the bed. Like it was, he had that one little warm spot, like right in the corner, and you were like, you're laying there. He's just looking at you like, this woman done took my spot. This human, okay.
Done took a
I
spot
just
and a snuggles.
I also just think the cat doesn't like women in general.
So,
So
so you got a
I think
sexist
he's
cat.
a woman hater.
You got a sexist cat.
Yeah, I don't really claim him as my own. I have another cat that's my cat.
Hey, that's crazy. So, okay, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Gosh, I mean, I I think I would still want to be filming five
I mean,
years
I
from
mean, I mean,
now.
let me
Yeah.
rephrase the question. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Where do you see your career 5 years from now? Like, I'm not saying you're going to quit. I'm like saying, what do you want
Yeah.
to accomplish in the next 5 years?
Gosh, I don't know. It's just
Okay,
I
let's
want
go
to
lower.
just
Let's
be
the next 3 years. Like just
successful as much as I can. I don't know. I
no,
don't
because
have goals, I guess.
you can say,
I
oh.
do, but like,
I want to be have shot like 30 scenes for Brazzers. I want to be on Girls Way. I want to at least have been nominated or in contention for an award. I want I want to been on kink.com or I I'm just spouting off things off the top of my head. You know, I don't know. I want to do a scene with Angela White. Just no, whatever, whatever is fits your fancy. Because everybody has a like when once you join the industry, you had a goal. Like, what was that goal? Like, I know it wasn't just, oh, I want to have sex, and then you join porn. I know it was more to it than that.
yeah.
So, what is your goal?
I mean, like I said before, my goal is to use whatever following I get to start working at a legal brothel in Nevada and be successful there. I want to be like the ultimate girlfriend to people. I love just like, I don't know, that idea of just like making people feel good. I like really get off on
Okay,
that. So I want to see that in person.
I would
okay.
love to do that. That sounds hot as fuck.
Yeah, I guess that's my fantasy is just to see that. And yeah,
Oh, you'll get there. You'll
Right
get.
now is the time to explore different avenues.
for sure. Yeah, like I said, I feel like I will figure out more goals as I continue and get like more exposed to things in the industry because I feel like I'm not super knowledgeable yet enough to say, okay, yeah, I want to work with them for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
over time you'll kind of realize like who you do and don't have chemistry with, and I feel like you'll kind of like find your select group of people to kind of just like consistently film with.
Yeah, for
okay.
sure.
It's fun exploring different people, different niches, like different ro I guess different roles. It's one of the things that I really like to do. But anyways, speaking of roles, what are some role play scenarios that you would like to try to film in the next year?
Uh, for sure, like I mean, I kind of already did that for one of the scenes, but I like that, the fantasy of like the student fucking their teacher, their professor. That's so I've kind of done that already. Um, Definitely like I'm really into like I guess the age difference. Like I like older men, so like kind of like that, I guess daughter, stepdaughter, or whatever, daddy thing, that kind of thing is
Yeah.
definitely more of what I want to shoot.
Hmm.
No.
No, one of my friends who were just here, that's her real uh thing that she's really into a lot, DDLG. So I was just laughing at that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, I would love to like explore BDSM too. Like I have discovered that I do enjoy spanking, so that's I feel like kind of like my dipping my toe into that maybe a little bit. Um,
Okay.
so I would like to, explore that some more.
So something like a naughty schoolgirl gets spankings.
Yeah, that would be fun. And like I said before, like just also doing more scenes with women. Like I want to explore that because I know I have a little bit I I feel like maybe like a lot of women are kind of a little on the spectrum of bisexuality, even though like I probably wouldn't want to be in a relationship necessarily with a woman, but it's like I love looking at women and looking at their bodies and just like I find it super hot. I don't know, seeing a naked woman more
Even
so than maybe seeing a naked man.
spaghetti is hot until it gets wet.
Get that.
Spaghetti is straight until it gets wet.
Spaghetti is straight till it gets wet. No, that's true. That's true. Mind you, I didn't realize I was bi until like when I started filming. Then I was just like, ooh, actually, yes, please. Let me get a taste.
Yeah, I say that because like the thing
Yeah.
is like even though I do this podcast, the only thing that I willingly shoot is girl girl. So I can introduce like not today, but I can probably introduce you to some girls that you can use for your OF
Hmm.
that love working with girls. And it makes it a lot easier to explore that world. Um, yeah. And I can just send them your way and say, hey, hit up Krystal. And you'll say, oh, thank you. And then you'll just learn more as you go along. So it just build up that portfolio.
Yeah.
So I'm here to help. We have reached the end though, but tell everybody where can they find you? Where can everybody, get your content, buy your content, everything. Where can everybody, search you?
Yeah, I mean I have a Twitter and I have an Instagram. On Instagram, my username is Cowgirl Crystal Palmer Maine. And I have a link tree, so if you do click on that link tree, you will get to my OF
She's
page.
she's looking up her socials right now.
And on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, I'm my handle's kind of a lot because it's a bunch of numbers.
Are
So
you gonna switch that soon?
am I what?
Are you gonna switch your handle on your Twitter?
So I can do that, right? I have no
Yeah.
idea because I
Yes, you
created
can.
this a while ago
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
because it's
That
too complicated.
I will say this. I was gonna tell you that when we finished, you should change it. You should change it. You can and like I'll show you where to change it when we finish. You
Okay.
should change it, and you just make it official cowgirl or official something like or cowgirl something that's
Easy.
concurrent with what everything else is. But yeah,
Okay. Should I still say
yeah, right,
what it
right,
is
right,
right
or right,
now?
right. As of right now, it's Krystal. Then it's like nine numbers.
Yeah, it's like nine numbers. So it's my name, Crystal, 6399034.
There you go. Sarah Lace, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on iamsarahlees.com. All of my links and my social medias will be on there.
We are the Burbank Misfits on Facebook and I'm sorry, on Instagram. Burbank Misfits on Twitter, Facebook, and on Blue Sky. I am Rawstar, RWSTARR, on Instagram and on Twitter. Krystal, you are a great. I see so much greatness in your future, and I know you're shy right now, but I see so much coming your way, and I look forward to it.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for having me on the podcast as
No
well.
doubt, no
I really
doubt,
appreciate it.
no doubt. Everybody will see you all
Thank you.
next week. Oh, and yeah, see you all next week. Be well, stay blessed, and always stay amazing.